Are you all excited for that? Oh, great! Well, I can guarantee to you that you'll definitely enjoy this video because we'll be providing concrete and concise examples that will help you understand the lesson better. Alright? Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to welcome everybody to If Clause. So sit back and relax.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Miss Jem. Today, we will be learning the zero type of conditional sentence. Take note that a zero type of conditional sentence expresses general truths or gives advice. Hence, the situation is real. The pattern for this type is just very simple. Simple, which means that we use the simple present tense in both the main clause and the if clause. For example, if you heat water to 100 degrees centigrade, it boils. Let's take a look at more examples.
More examples. If you don't water flowers, they die. If you have a headache, stop watching TV. If clause has the present simple, while the main clause has the present simple or imperative. With zero conditional, we express a general truth or we give advice.
Alright, those are the examples of type 0 conditional. I hope these examples help you a lot. Remember, type 0 expresses universal truth. Now, I guess you're ready to learn the next type of conditional.
Hi, this is Miss Nida, and this time we will discuss type 1 of the if clause. This type of condition is used for present or future activities which are likely to happen. We use the present simple tense in the if clause and the shall, will, can, may plus infinitive construction in the main clause. Here is an example. If you work hard, you will succeed. Here are other examples.
First, conditional. If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. If you don't apologize, she will never trust you again. If clause has the present simple, while the main clause has the future simple. The first conditional refers to the present and future. It expresses a possible condition and its probable result in the future.
So, I hope those examples help you understand type 1 of the conditional statements. Remember that this type of condition is used for present or future activities which are likely to happen. We use the present simple tense in the if clause and the shall, will, can, may plus infinitive construction in the main clause. You're now ready to learn the next type of if conditionals.
Hi students, I'm Ms. Kersha and together we'll discuss the type 2 conditional. Now when do we use the type 2 conditional? We use the type 2 conditional to express present or future activities which are unlikely to happen or impossible to happen. Now, how do we structure if clause in type 2? Okay, so in the if clause, we have the simple past tense and in the main clause, we have would or should plus the infinitive form of the verb. Now let's see the example. If you ask me, I would help you. Again, if you ask me, I would help you. So in the if clause, we have asked, which is in the simple past, and in the main clause, we have would help. Do you get it?
Second conditional. Jack wants to buy a house, but he can't do this because he doesn't have any money. So he said, if I had a lot of money, I would buy a big house. Another example. Susan wants to phone Paul, but she can't do this because she doesn't know his number. So she said, if I knew his number, I would phone him. Second conditional. If I had a lot of money, I would buy a big house. If I knew his number, I would phone him. If clause has the past tense simple, while the main clause is the present conditional that has would plus the base form of the verb. The second conditional refers to the present and future. It expresses an unreal situation and its probable result. The situation or condition is improbable, impossible, imaginary, or contrary to known facts. First versus second conditional. Observe the following sentences. If John runs fast, he will win the race. This is still possible to happen. Compare it to, if John ran fast, he would win the race. This is unlikely to happen because John doesn't run fast. Both conditionals refer to the present and future, but the difference is about probability, not time. First conditional is used for real and possible situations, while second conditional is used for situations that are likely to happen.
Given the examples earlier, again, what is the pattern of type 2 conditional? Okay, it's in the if clause, past simple tense, and in the main clause we have would or should plus the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, now we're ready to the next and the last type of conditional sentences.
Hi everyone, this is Miss Cheryl. Today, I'll be discussing the third type of conditional sentences. I'm sure that you're already expert when to use the zero type, the first type, and the second type. So today, we are going to discuss the third type of conditional sentence. This is the only type of condition which deals with past situations. The action mentioned did not really happen. We use the past perfect tense in the if clause and the should, would, plus past participle construction in the main clause. For example, if I had known his number, I would have phoned him. So we use the past participle have known in the if clause and would have phoned in the main clause.
Third conditional. Jack wanted to buy a house last year, but he couldn't do that because he didn't have any money. So he said, if I had had a lot of money, I would have bought a big house. Another example. Yesterday, Susan wanted to phone Paul, but she couldn't do that because she didn't know his number. So she said, if I had known his number, I would have phoned him. Third conditional. If I had had a lot of money, I would have bought a big house. If I had known his number, I would have phoned him. If clause has the past perfect simple, while the main clause is a past conditional that has would plus have plus past participle. The third conditional refers to the past and is not based on facts. It expresses the situation which is contrary to reality in the past. Second versus third conditional. Observe the following sentences. If I saw a car accident, I would call an ambulance. But I don't see an accident now, so this is unlikely to happen. If I had seen a car accident, I would have called an ambulance. But I didn't see an accident yesterday. This is contrary to the fact in the past. The difference is about time. Second conditional refers to the present and future, while third conditional refers to the past situations.
So, I'm absolutely sure that you already have an idea of how and when to form the third type of if clause based on those examples. Just remember its pattern: had plus past participle in the if clause and would plus have plus past participle in the main clause. Good job!
Now, let us have a review. For type 0 general truth, use present simple for the if clause and present simple as well for the main clause. Second, type 1 probable situation, you use present simple for the if clause and a future tense for the main clause. Thirdly, for type 2 unlikely to happen, you may use past simple for the if clause and would plus infinitive tense for the main clause. And lastly, for the type 3 impossible situation in the past, you may use past perfect for the if clause and would plus have plus past participle for the main clause. Now, did you all get them? Let us go to the exercises.
Hi there! Let's do the exercise. We will fill in the blanks with the correct verb form for the type 0 conditionals. First, I will read a sentence and then we will give the correct answer together. Are you ready? Let's do number 1. If it blank heavily, our house blank. Use the verb rain for the if clause and leak for the main clause. Now, let's read a sentence together and fill in the blanks with the correct verb form. If it rains heavily, our house leaks. Did you get it right? Well done! If we blank ice in the sun, it blank quickly. Use the verb put for the if clause and melt for the main clause. Now, let's read a sentence together and fill in the blank with the correct verb form. If we put ice in the sun, it melts quickly. Did you get it right? Excellent! Now, let's do the last sentence. If a dog blank a stranger, it blank. Use the verb see for the if clause and bark for the main clause. Now, let's read the sentence together and fill in the blank with the correct verb form. If a dog sees a stranger, it barks. Did you get it right? Amazing! You all did great! Now, I think we're ready to move on to the next type of conditional. This time, we will fill in the blanks with the correct verb form for the type 1 conditional. Again, I will read a sentence and then we will give the correct answer together. Let's do number 1. If you blank hard, you blank. Use the verb work for the if clause and the verb succeed for the main clause. Now, let's read a sentence together and fill in the blanks with the correct verb form. If you work hard, you will succeed. Did you get it right? Very good! Now, let's do number 2. If it blank, I blank and meet you in the car. Use the verb rain for the if clause and the verb come for the main clause. Now, let's read the sentence together and fill in the blanks with the correct verb form. If it rains, I will come and meet you in the car. Did you get it right? Wonderful! If it blank tomorrow, I blank at home. Use the verb rain for the if clause and the verb stay for the main clause. Now, let's read the sentence together and fill in the blanks with the correct verb form. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay at home. Did you get it right? Good job! That was an excellent performance. Next, we will do the exercises for type 2 and type 3 conditionals.
This time, let's proceed to type 2 conditionals. Let's all answer the following exercise. Let's start. For number 1, if I blank a bird, I blank everywhere. Number 2, if you blank me the truth, I blank you some constructive advice. Number 3, if there blank a typhoon tomorrow, I blank very happy. It's time to check your work. Number 1, if I were a bird, I would fly everywhere. For number 2, if you told me the truth, I would give you some constructive advice. And for number 3, if there was a typhoon tomorrow, I could be very happy. Were you able to get the correct answers? Then, that sounds great. Let's move to the last exercise. Observe properly the correct form of the verb. For number 1, if it blanked yesterday, I blanked at home. For number 2, if the principal blanked us to supervise the tax shop, food poisoning blanked last. And for number 3, if the chairman blanked me to help, I blanked to fight for better hygienic conditions. And now, let's check your work. For number 1, if it had rained yesterday, I should have stayed at home. Or you could have for number 1, if it had rained yesterday, I would have stayed at home. For number 2, if the principal had allowed us to supervise the tax shop, food poisoning would not have occurred last Friday. Lastly, if the chairman had asked me to help, I would have joined to fight for better hygienic conditions.
Alright, so you all did a great job to the exercise. I'm happy that you understood well the if clauses. See, it's just easy, right? Okay, so to make this lesson more exciting, of course, we have created a song especially for you. So come and join us as we sing the song about if clause. We are here to sing a song about conditionals, conditionals. Here are the rules, so better listen carefully, carefully. Type 0, present plus, present tense. Type 1, present plus, future tense. Type 2, past simple plus, would plus base. Type 3, past perfect plus, would have past participle. We are here to sing a song about conditionals, conditionals. Here are the rules, so better listen carefully, carefully. Type 0, present plus, present tense. Type 1, present plus, future tense. Type 2, past simple plus, would plus base. Type 3, past perfect plus, would have past participle. We are here to sing a song about conditionals, conditionals. Here are the rules, so better listen carefully, carefully. Type 0, present plus, present tense. Type 1, present plus, future tense. Type 2, past simple plus, would plus base. Type 3, past perfect plus, would have past participle. Yo!